Greetings, I'm Ben Shires and welcome to MishMash, the show where games and quizzes collide like an asteroid smashing into Earth, although hopefully with fewer fatalities. In short, as I like to call it, it's the ultimate panel show. I took part in a PR campaign which was to do with toilets, as you do. I sat in a massive polystyrene urinal. You know, it wasn't my finest hour, but I thought I couldn't get much lower than that until I actually saw a urinal in the pub next door with my family name on it. It said Shires. I mean, literally someone taking the piss on my name, which was great. Anyway, now I've force-fed you some of the weirder morsels from my past week. Let's unleash our fantastic lineup of panellists. On Team Mish, to my right is team captain and TV presenter Lisa Palmer. She's joined by stand-up comedian and Blackburn's 7th biggest celebrity, Tez Ilyas. And all the way from Essex, it's the lean, ream, teeth-whitening machine who's less 50 Shades of Grey, more 50 Shades of Orange. It's Tommy Gray. And on Team MASH, to my left, is team captain and comedian Gerry Howell. Gerry is joined by presenter and TV personality Kelly Convey. And last but not least, joining Team MASH is comedian and presenter Polly Brown. Tommy, welcome to MishMash.
Oh, thank you, Han.
How are you doing?
Great, it's great to be here.
Well, it's great to have you on the set. Now, you're obviously a man who enjoys a good colour scheme.
Oh, definitely. Babe, I know every colour in the book.
Really?
Yeah, but I stick to orange.
Which book is that again, Tommy?
Like the colour chart.
Yeah.
But I'll be straight to orange all the time. There's lots of different shades
I didn't know you were
of
such
oranges.
a reader.
Oh, babe,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
good. Great.
Things I want to read, I will read.
Yeah, I mean, literacy's something to boast about.
Yeah,
What do you
exactly.
think of the set?
I love it, Han. It's colourful.
Yeah.
Like me, like it's colourful. Like if Barbie was here, like she'd be happy. Like she
Right.
would approve. Like,
Okay, well, you say if Barbie was here. I think we've got someone on the opposite panel who wished she was Barbie when she was younger. Is that right, Polly?
No.
Yes, I did actually. Not anymore, but I did. When I was blonde and, yeah.
And Tommy, you wanted to be Ken,
definitely.
right?
I think I've achieved it a little
I
bit.
think he's done it.
Yeah, I think, do you know what? Like, I just love Ken. I love pink. It's my favourite colour. It's got to be done.
So if you like Ken, when you take your underpants off, is there nothing?
Moving on. Well, Kelly, I like your look. You're more akin to me than anyone else.
Imagine eras going on here.
Yeah, well, thank you. I do try.
Nicely done, nicely done. I think everyone else does that.
So is this something that you do every day? Do you put your hair in sort of a curler thing?
No, I do this myself. I don't need a curler thing.
Right, okay.
That would be, you know, for the lesser ability people.
Right.
No, I do it myself, actually. It's quite easy. It's a lot easier than what you'd think.
Yeah.
But it takes some
I thought
time.
it was pretty easy, so it's
I thought it
easier
was
than
really
that.
straight. Before you broke up, and that was it.
So, what's been going on in your world this week? Have any of you been shocked by any of the news stories? Tommy, for instance, what do you think to David Cameron's decision to potentially force a referendum on us leaving the EU?
What? Who's David Cameron? I actually don't know who that is.
Right, okay.
Who's that?
He's the manager.
That's
of
a
the
good
British.
question. Oh, no, I
Yes.
do. No, I do. The president. Yeah,
Yeah, the president. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's basically it. I mean, that's the basic knowledge that you...
We're going to win this.
Tez,
doing it
Tez,
hard.
you look dispirited. I know you're a competitive man.
I know.
Yeah.
Is this kind of undermining your faith in your team doing well today?
I think we'll be okay. I think obviously that was we've got a bit of a slow start.
Actually, he came to
start
Essex.
doing
I
points.
remember. He came to Essex. He came to my friend's salon.
Did he get
Like,
bejazzled?
No, he was trying to like teach everyone about like the stuff that he knows, like, and like, you know,
What
were
does he
teaching
know?
about
What does
space.
he know?
David Cameron know that you don't know?
I think because you know, obviously he's probably like, you know, BFFs with the Queen. Like, I'm not sure. Like, you know, what does David Cameron do? Like, you know, do they go out for tea? Like, you know, what do they do? Like, are they running the country together? Like, what is this?
Can't wait for the politics round. That's gone great. And Tez, obviously
Hi.
you're from Blackburn, 7th
Yes.
biggest celebrity.
Apparently.
There, yeah. Was this voted on, or is this kind of a self-appointed position?
Well, I was trying to name celebrities from Blackburn, and I got to 3.
Right.
And then I thought, I didn't want to put myself as number 4.
It's pretty lofty.
Yeah.
To be 4.
So I thought, what would be fair? So I put myself as number 7, because I quite like the number 7.
OK, enough chat. Let me explain the round. I'll ask questions to both teams. Teams, I want you to write down your answers in secret on the boards provided, and the team with the closest answer wins. Capiche?
Yeah.
OK, then let's begin. According to a report conducted earlier in 2012, what are teenage girls in the UK more likely to do than anyone else in Europe? Channel your inner teenage girl, Gerry, I'd say.
Did you just hear our answer and copy us?
No, okay, because Lisa knows things. Guys.
Eat a sandwich. Just see if they
OK, that's your time, teams. I need an answer from you.
Yeah.
OK, if you flip over your boards...
They look at our answer and then copy it.
Well, that's a very serious accusation, Tez.
I've been watching them.
You look very official in a suit as well. It's.
I don't like it. And I'm Pakistani, I know a bit about match fixing, all right? So, watch them.
OK, all right, keep my eye on them.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. Get him turned over. Team Mish first, what have you got?
Here we go.
Pregnant.
You've put pregnant. On this side, we've got pregnant and a kind of drawing of an obese person. Would you like to explain that for us, Lisa?
Well, that's a little baby.
That's a baby.
Oh, that's the baby.
I think it's a sad indictment of childhood obesity. Is that what you? It's really going to the heart of the issue. So you're saying, or trying to say pregnant?
Yes, I'm
Like
trying to say
16 and pregnant.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for clarifying, Tommy. And Gerry.
We had the same answer.
Oh.
Well, I put get laid.
But then we
What you
corrected
didn't
him.
get was there was difference between
I
getting
don't
laid and
understand
being
the
pregnant.
process.
If you're a man, there's no difference, is there, Gerry? You understand the risks when you take that
But
chance.
we've done it as a little diagram. Getting
Like the
laid
the process.
leads to.
Yeah, like a flow chart. I like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, I can actually reveal that the answer is binge drink. So neither of you, you needed to get your chart back just slightly further. Okay, so resounding nothing for either team there.
They're drinking that drink.
Tommy, are you explaining the facts of life? I think we're going to be here all day.
Yeah, we can be hard. Like, this could be long-winded.
Okay, next question. In 2012, the teen pregnancy rate in the UK reached its lowest since what year?
The year before.
Yeah, I know that.
When was the last time so few people were getting knocked up, do you reckon? So an unsexy year, probably. Okay, that's time, guys. I'm going to need an answer. Team Mish, what have you got?
We've got 1975.
1975. Excellent. And year nothing. So the dawn of civilization.
Well, no, just because when that king went around killing all the babies.
Oh, you mean King Herod?
Yeah.
So to biblical time, do you think teen pregnancy was its lowest since biblical times?
Since then,
Britain.
the population's been increasing. Yeah.
No, well, sorry, but at year 0, okay, Adam and Eve were having a baby. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be here.
Yes, Tommy, but there was only one. There's only one.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I thought, okay, here we go. I thought Romeo and Juliet were the same people as Adam and Eve, okay? But, they're not, apparently. But, like, didn't they have a baby?
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
2
Yeah.
babies, and then they had a baby, and then there was another
I mean,
baby,
2 was a
and then
pretty
we're all
low
here.
rate, but no, that's still the incorrect answer. The correct answer was 1969. But I think because you got 75, and that was pretty close, I'm going to give you half a point,
Oh my
Team
God.
Mish.
Yes. Done it.
Team Mash, I think you get the same as what you've written, 0. In 2012, what age range were the highest percentage of people to have Facebook? Was it the 18 to 24s, the 25 to 34s, 35 to 44s, or 55 plus?
Are we just doing A, B, C, or D?
Well, I didn't say A, B, C, or D, but if you want to make that mental leap, then do feel free.
Really? Put it at A, B, C. Is that all right to put A, B, C, D?
Just write down an answer. That's the time, teams. That's your time. I need an answer from you.
Our answer is A.
So you answered in a round where I gave you the possible answers, and they were all numbers. You've given me a letter. You've sort of undermined the rudimentary scoring system.
Okay.
But basically the first one is what you're saying. 18 to 24 is incorrect. It wasn't that. You said...
We said B, 25 to 35 or whatever that is.
Yeah, you were right. 25 to 34 was the correct answer. They've got the most Facebook.
So we get 2 points for that, yeah?
No, it's just 1 point, I'm afraid, Gerry. Sorry. Moving on.
Better than last time.
Throughout 2012, there was either 175 million or 185 million tweets sent from Twitter every day. Which figure is correct?
How many tweets a day were sent last year? 175 million or 185 million?
Probably me, so. Yeah, I'm addicted. I'm tweeting every 2 seconds. I'm tweeting now.
Right, okay. So, that's the time. Teams, what have we got?
We've got 185.
185 based on the amount of times that Tommy tweets a day. And Gerry's team, Team Mash?
We've gone for the same.
185. Well, I'm afraid you were both incorrect. Tommy's not as prolific as he thinks. It's actually 175 million. Here's another question for you. Around 1/3 of babies born in 2012 in the UK are expected to survive up to what age?
80.
Yeah, it's that one. I'm confident with this one.
Is this
Okay, that is the time.
They haven't even written it
Have we got an answer? Okay. So, Team Mish,
Okay.
can I get your answer, please?
Yeah, 100.
You put 100,
Yeah.
thanks,
For a
Lisa.
century.
And Gerry, Team Mash?
Optimistic. 87.
87. Gerry, I'm afraid you're killing him off too soon, mate. It was 100. Well done, Team Mish.
Well done.
High five, guys! High five!
It's all about the positivity.
It's exactly 100.
It's exactly 100.
If you read Gerry, you'd know that.
Oh, fine talk from
You're not
Tez.
going to make it to 100.
He's questioning Gerry's literacy.
I didn't know if it was boys or girls that you were talking
A
about.
third.
Well, at the end of that round, it's 1.5 points to Team Mish and just the 1 to Mash. Okay, this next round is called What's in the Box. If you're Claire from Steps, it will undoubtedly be a cake. However, our round is all about recent news stories. I will pull an object out of the box and you need to tell me what recent news story it relates to. So how about we have a practice round with the object that may be connected to a few of you, all right? The first curious item is on the screen and relates to you, Tommy. What does this coconut mean to you?
Oh my God, basically coconuts are a big part of my life actually, hon.
Yeah, God, the amount of times I hear that.
Honestly, no, babe, they are, right? This works, I'm sure. Like, I'm about to create something. I'm gonna be rich now, okay? Every night, for 30 minutes, I rub, like, diced coconut on my teeth, and I'm sure it whitens my teeth.
Because coconuts are white. Is that your reasoning?
Definitely. But do you know what, hon? Like, I'm sure it works.
Yeah?
Like, I sit there,
Yeah, I mean,
they
yeah.
are
Can we have a look at your teeth?
We can look.
Yeah.
They are white.
They are white, hon. Like,
They are very white.
Someone get me a coconut.
Like,
That's
honestly, and I
outrageous.
sit there and they're around people like, okay, you know, what is this person doing? And I'm like, do you know, this it's got to happen. And it
There's
works.
other people around you. You're
Pardon?
not on your own when you do it.
I am usually on my own,
Who are
yeah.
these people wondering, oh my God, what is he
My
doing?
mum, she's like, okay, Tommy, what are you doing?
Tommy, would other white things work just as well?
White things. Do you know what? I've heard that, well, they're not white, but strawberries are apparently helping.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Like,
They're
like
really
you
not
bite into a
white, are they?
strawberry.
They're very dark sort of white.
Aren't they full of natural sugars that rot your teeth, though?
I don't know, but coconut, I don't know. Like, because
if
it's
they look
natural.
white-
It's
If they look
and
white, then that's
And
what
Gary
counts,
Barlow,
isn't it? It's
Gary
just
Barlow couldn't
surface
handle my
aesthetic.
teeth. Gary Barlow was like, okay, what is happening with your teeth? Like, seriously?
Well, I mean, we've learnt something there, I feel. So this is our first object. My box is under my desk, as should be the case. Oh, and out of it comes these.
Horse burgers.
Oh, hello. We've got Kelly. Why do you say horse burgers?
Because horse burgers have been sold in Lidl,
Tesco's.
Tesco, and another shop for poor people. I'm not sure.
Good
There's
grief,
My
Tesco's.
Little Pony.
Even Tesco's.
Even Tesco's. Yeah.
So does anyone want to dispute that story, or do we think it is the...
I think it
that
seems.
is,
I mean,
yeah.
actually, to be fair, we don't know where those burgers have come from.
Yeah, it really bothers me, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hold.
Well, these are free to a good home afterwards. Well, you are right. Yes, this object relates to the recent breaking news that horse meat has been found in Tesco beef burgers. They had a mare, didn't they? Luckily, it was just in time for the release of their new calendar range. Sorry, didn't mean to stir up any trouble. Come on. I've got loads of these. Could go all day. OK, let's have a look what else is in my box.
Lottery ticket.
Lottery.
Yeah.
Who's won the lottery?
Is it a winner? How does this relate to a recent news story?
Lottery.
I have no idea.
Did someone
Lottery.
fake the numbers or something?
Somebody won it and
Somebody
then didn't.
lost the ticket.
Yeah,
no,
or
someone
lost
didn't.
it.
Somebody didn't claim
Somebody
their.
didn't claim that, is it 19 million or something
I
like
think
that?
I know what's happened.
And she lost
Tez?
her
The
money.
master
Tez has
speaks.
mislaid his ticket.
Did someone win 2.5 million, and when they rang up, they actually found out they won more?
Any advance on Tez's story?
I haven't heard that.
That doesn't
I mean, it's
sound-
quite a boring, straightforward
Yeah, it is
story. I
quite a boring
apologise for. It's essentially a comedy show, but that is what I think's happened.
But I think someone lost it in someone like Shropshire, and so all the people of Shropshire they got together and they campaigned for the winning money to go to Shropshire and local Shropshire-based things.
Oh, well, that is a heartwarming story. It's complete rubbish, actually. It has no basis in reality whatsoever. You should write stories, though, Gerry. I like that very much.
I've got nothing to do with Shropshire, but it's a nice place, and it could
Yeah.
But the lottery happens every single week, Ben. So you could
Stop showing off with your knowledge, Tez.
You could ask that question any week. Did the lottery happen this week, Ben?
No, but
Well,
there
it's
was-
a
that's why there was a particular
specific
story.
lottery-related news story.
Somebody
reckon
won it
someone-
and
The
then
ticket-
they...
the
ticket
won
went
it and then
missing,
they lost
and
the
but they
ticket.
managed
Yeah.
to
Okay, all right.
work out.
They
They
died.
located where the ticket was bought, and it was bought in a newsagent's in Shropshire.
I mean, it's compelling. I mean, I feel like there's some kind of ulterior motive to all this talk of Shropshire.
All the time. Shropshire needs a new hospital.
200 now, so...
Right, well, let me put you out of your misery. It's the news this week that the price of lottery tickets is set to increase to £2, doubling both the price and the disappointment in one fell swoop.
She knew that.
I forgot.
She knew it.
There we go.
Last week, I forgot.
Right, the next object out of my box is this.
I know that one.
And let me unfurl.
I know that one.
I know that.
Look at you with your hand up.
I know that one.
Yes,
But
good.
there's football on
I
every
know
week,
that
isn't
one.
there?
Yeah. I'm glad to see that an element of decorum has been introduced by
Footballs
your
are getting
hand
much
up, Tez.
smaller.
Tez put his hand up.
Over here.
I'll take your answer first.
Is this the story about Chelsea confirming that they're the most evil team in history? Yeah, about the footballer who kicked a child. That's technically
That
child
boy
abuse.
He didn't kick the
Allegedly.
child. He kicked the ball, and the boy deserved to be kicked, even if he got him.
So just for the record,
That, to
Kenny
me,
thinks
I mean,
that little boy should
I'm
be
not an
kicked.
expert in these kind of issues, but to me, a boy deserved to be kicked.
He was 17 years old.
Oh,
and
well,
he
he's barely a boy
deliberately-
anymore. Give him a kicking.
He is the son of the chairman of Swansea, and he posted a tweet before the match saying that he is going to be a ball boy instructed to waste time in the match. And he wrote as that before the match. Then, in extra time, he decides to fall on top of the ball and withhold the ball from the game. Hazard went over to get the ball back. I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm just saying that...
You sound like a Chelsea fan.
Thank you, and that's all from our sports correspondent, Kelly Convey. Now with the news and traffic, it's Tez Ilyas. Right, so we think it's going to be this Chelsea story. Eden Hazard kicked a ball boy.
Yes.
Right, OK, well, I can reveal that, yes, you're correct. I think both teams sort of answered that together, so I think a half point for each. These objects relate, of course, to the cup game between Swansea and Chelsea, in which a ball boy who refused to give a ball back to Chelsea's Eden Hazard was subsequently kicked by the Chelsea player, who was then shown a red card for his troubles. I mean, obviously, most of you have seen it. I was actually impressed with the resilience of the ball boy. I mean, his sort of ability to hold on to possession under severe scrutiny from the Chelsea player. I think Barcelona are going to be sniffing around that boy. He's very good, very, very good.
I mean, he's a bit unlucky that Torres wasn't actually the one to kick him, because Torres would have missed.
Yeah.
So he's a bit
also, did
there.
anyone see, I think you must have seen it, Kelly, that the ball boy, before last night's game, had 5,000 followers on Twitter, and that increased to 55,000 after the game. Who has 5,000 followers as a ball boy? What kind of ball boy was he in the first place?
The son of the chairman of Swansea.
There we go. I mean, can anyone beat 5,000?
Can you, Tommy?
Twitter followers? 6,000? No.
Just really good number.
A classic auction scenario. And can anyone beat 5,000 followers?
I can.
Tommy, how can you do?
I've got 13,100.
13,100, wow. It's getting a round of applause.
I love my
Glad to see that
followers.
popularity is still
them.
applauded.
They all talk to me. I love them. Literally,
Yeah?
like we like sit and have coffee together.
Tommy,
My followers.
Really?
can you hash FF me this Friday?
Follow Friday, guys. Got me happening. I love Twitter.
Good. Well, yeah. I think if anyone was in any doubt as to Tommy's feelings on that matter. Okay, at the end of that round, the scores are 2 to Mish and 2.5 to Mash. Well done, Mash. For our next round, things are getting a little more serious. It's a quick fire round which, despite my protestations, doesn't feature any general knowledge about the world's quickest fires, but instead relies on nominating one member of your team to step up to our frankly terrifying podium and take on the quick fire question round against the clock. You'll have 1 minute to answer as many questions correctly as possible in order to gain points for your team. OK, for Team Mish, Lisa, who would you like to play?
Well, I want to know what sort of questions it is. If it's like
Yeah.
Towie, I'll play you.
God.
Or if it's political, then Tez.
Yeah, play to your strengths. Tez is wearing a suit, so he's obviously into politics.
So, go on then, Tez. Up you go, yeah.
Go, babe.
Decision made. All right, thank you, Tez. And Team Mash, Gerry, who would you like to play?
Well, if it's like home and away, then you can do it. Or if it's like cookery, then you can do it. Yeah. You can do it.
I know neither of those things, but OK.
OK, so Kelly, thank you for volunteering. Let's get both of you up to the podium, shall we? OK, it's the quick fire round. Tez, are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. And Kelly, how about you?
I'm ready.
Lovely. Well, then your time starts now. How many years are in a millennium?
1,000.
Million.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
6.
Who is hosting the 2016 Olympics?
Rio.
Beijing.
Kim Kardashian is about to have her first child with which
West.
famous... Name any green vegetable.
But not
Cucumber.
broccoli.
What does VIP stand for?
Very important person.
How would you say hello in French?
Hola.
Bonjour.
Name a dairy product besides milk.
Cream.
How many strings are on a standard guitar?
6.
What is 12 times 6?
72.
How many days are in a leap year?
28.
6.
How many days are there in April?
30.
What does LOL stand for?
Laugh
Laugh out loud.
In which country would you find the Eiffel Tower?
France.
What is 7 times 6?
30.
42.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo da Vinci.
How many hours are in a day?
24.
What farm animal gives us milk to drink?
Cow.
Grass is normally what colour?
Green.
Who is our Prime Minister?
David Cameron.
That's it! Wow! That was quick. OK, so at the end of the quick fire round, Tez, you scored a very commendable 14, whereas Kelly, you limped in with 6, which means that at this stage in the game, Mish have 16 points,
Yes.
whereas Mash are trailing far behind with 8.5. I've got another statistic here that says 30,000 people still watch TV in black and white. If you're one of them and are trying to picture what Tommy looks like, think of an orange plucked from an orchard in deepest Chernobyl. And I hear that, Tommy, you're afraid of sharks. Is that correct?
Don't even go there, literally. If one come into the room, like...
Which was likely, statistically, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
This used to be the set of Jaws.
It's those new land sharks that evolved, haven't they? Come out of the water.
It's their faces. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I just can't handle it. Like...
So hang on, your fear of sharks stems from their faces rather than the fact that they could eat you.
Do you know what? If it tried to eat me, I would literally swim into its mouth because I couldn't live with the aftermath of that happening to me, like me coming face to face with this thing. I just couldn't deal with it.
But do you not think the red would go with the orange? If it bit you?
Red.
If it bit you, yeah.
Do you reckon
blood
they like
orange after that,
tan?
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you reckon they do like tan? Because I know they like colour. So
Is your tan
they'd like this.
waterproof? I mean, if you're swimming along, is that going to leave a trail?
Do you know what? If you go in chlorine, okay...
I don't think that's the shark's natural territory.
You come out
Maybe
white.
that's why they learn to swim
really
first
do.
and then they're put into the sea.
Have you ever tried judging a shark by the contents of its heart rather than what it looks like?
Does that hurt?
No, they're actually all robots, so obviously not.
Like, they don't look nice, though. Like, they're there, like, you know, don't
you
mess
don't
with
get
me.
to-
I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
Okay,
You've
like,
never got to know one, have you?
huh?
You've never got to know one properly.
No.
So your reasoning for not liking sharks is you don't like their face
I don't
and they've
like
got a
them.
bit of attitude.
Definitely. Yeah, you've got it in one.
And Kelly, I'm told that you have a fear of cucumbers. Is that right?
They are the work of the devil.
Must leave you in a bit of a pickle.
It's disgusting.
Yeah? Come on now.
I just skipped
Let's
straight
have a
over
bit of
that.
audience reaction, please.
I skipped straight over that one. No, you can't even take it out of the sandwich because it leaves this skanky residue on everything. It's just vile. It stinks.
But this is like 98%
You've
water.
got one there, haven't you, in your hair? Is that what it is?
That's what keep it
It's
the
all
shape
wrapped
of
up.
it.
I was like,
Wow, that's a strong anti-cucumber sentiment.
it is literally that bad.
Really?
It literally is.
Have you got I mean, lots of
stand it.
people, their phobias stem from like a child. Were you attacked by a cucumber as a child? Or?
Not as far as I know.
Right, it's time to get physical, as we play the Cream Cracker Challenge. Fiendishly, the Cream Cracker Challenge is a challenge involving cream crackers. It's all deceptively simple. You'll notice we've placed cream crackers strategically in front of you now. The question is, who can eat the most cream crackers before needing a drink of water? These crackers suck all the moisture out of your mouth, a bit like what I imagine kissing Leslie Ash would feel like. Right, who is up for the challenge? I need one member from each team, please. Sort it out amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
It's going to be team captain.
Yeah. I'm going to do it for the team.
Yeah.
Lisa, you seem very sure about this.
100%. I used to be a holiday rep. We had to do things like this, so yep.
I'm confident that Lisa's
I'm going to do it.
going to be the best stuffer.
Yeah, you said filling your mouth full of... Great.
Yep.
And Gerry, how about your team, Team Mash?
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it. So it's Captain versus El Capitano. This is the big one. Right, there's no time limit for this. The winner is the person who can last the longest and eat the most crackers. You have to show me every time you've eaten a cracker. I'll let you know if I'm satisfied and then you can move on to the next. Are we clear of the rules, guys?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's cream cracker in time then. On my say-so, you can go. Eat those crackers.
Oh, hello.
She's smuggling.
No! It dropped down the top.
Where's the cream?
I will not be moved by any such protestations, although I will check for crumbs. Has anyone finished one yet?
Yep.
Gerry, yeah, move on, please. Yes, and you, Lisa.
Have you got another tray ready?
Oh, the confidence of the youngster. I'm just going to indulge in a spot of water, guys, just whilst we're waiting, so...
No problem. Bring it on.
Oh, that's some good drinking. That is nice and wet. Just as I like things. OK, guys, due to your unexpected talent in this area, there's a 30-second time limit imposed now, so... From now, who's going to eat more crackers than the other?
Go. Fast chewing.
Some tactical advice from Polly.
Ben, I like my crackers like I like my Twilight characters. Jacob.
I thought you were going to say dry and bland or something like that. Oh, no, they're still in there. Come on.
Wooden. Come on, man.
All right, that is the end of the round. Both on 3. I'd say that Gerry's edged it on the basis that that last cracker's gone. He showed me before. All those carbs for nothing, Lisa.
Oh.
I know.
Dude.
I'm sorry, but that's sometimes the way the cracker crumbles. At the end of that round, Mash has earned 5 points, which brings the score up to 16 for Mish and 13.5 for Mash. Fantastic. Well, that leads us on to our next round, and the only way it can be described is as the Essex Makeup Challenge. For this round, you will need to nominate one member of your team to have an Essex over, that's an Essex makeover, which will be administered by the other members of your team. Now, you'll be pleased to hear we've scoured the colour charts at the local DIY store to find the perfect shade of orange and come up with this, Orange du Essex, which will definitely suit the look that we're going for. And last of all, to finish that very particular look, we've got the all-important pearly whites. Nash Nash. These ones were actually donated to us by the local residential home, so do seek their advice. So teams, now is your time to decide who will have the makeover and who will be committing war crimes on your face. Ready? Go. Decide.
I know. I think if you just melted Tommy down.
Okay, all right, that's enough time. Who's going to do it?
We're nominating Tommy because he's nearly Essex, but he needs just to be that little bit more Essex up.
Okay.
Right, okay, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So we've got Pasty Tommy in for Team Mish and for Team Mash.
Pasty Polly.
Pasty Polly. Who is going to look more Essex? I can only dream. Right, with 30 seconds on the clock, your time starts now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh my
Watch
God.
my
I'll
friend.
just say because you are.
Yeah, you're going orange. Yeah, you're going orange.
Help me.
Oh, God, watch your face.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
Open your mouth.
We're talking right now.
That's it there.
Come here.
Okay.
End of round. Okay, Essex Reamers. Did we dare to ream there? Did we? What a transformation! Great. Previously a wallflower, and now look at him. He's come out of his shell. First time in 15 years someone's been tangoed. Okay, well, I think I need to make a decision. Polly, you basically look like Kate Middleton after she's been on a sunbed. I think you've got the pronounced overbite of the aristocracy.
Yes!
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
You look like George Michael at any stage of the last 20 years, basically.
You tell, okay? You tell.
Don't tell he's taught to read.
Okay, well, I think at the end of that round, there was an obvious advantage for Tommy, so I'm going to have to give the points for Team Mash. Polly has been reamed to the top. I'm sure Team Mish are well gel. That brings us to the end of the show, and the winners are Team Mash with 18.5 points. A big thank you to all the panellists, a thank you to our wonderful studio audience, and of course, a big thanks to you watching at home. Goodbye.